Hello everybody, welcome back to a Bosco Tech esports stream. Today we got a Valorant match against Centennial High School. This is going to be played on split. We do have Bosco on defense first. There's going to be an Astra, a Sky, and a Raze locked in so far. And on the flip side of the attack of Centennial, we do have Viper and Omen locked in, followed by a Waylay. And then there's going to be a Raze as well, so double duelists coming out for the side of Centennial. As of now, the hover of Breach and Cypher by the last two of Bosco. See what they choose to do. I do think Split's a bit more of a defense-heavy map. I feel like a lot of the two-side maps are, but Bosco can get a good lead off of defense. That is normally where we like starting. Past rosters have been attacked, but this roster does seem more defense-heavy. It is going to be rounded up by Breach and Cypher on the side of Bosco, and it is going to be Breach, Omen, Waylay, Raze, and Viper for Centennial. I do think that we have the scoreboard swapped on the wrong side, so give me like 2 seconds and I will fix that. We'll be right back as we get into round one.
Yes, this should do. Oh, this is a nice spot. This goes here. That goes there.
Go get him. Opening. Hitting the brakes.
Oh!
Recovering it. Need that back. Right
Spike
there.
planted. Last player standing.
Alright, sorry for the delay in cast, we're just fixing that scoreboard and showing production some more of the Val tricks, but it is going to be first round over towards Centennial. Very good A hit from them, got some good entry, decent trades by Bosco, but not quite enough to secure the round for them, so Bosco with a 1 round deficit early. Val, can you hold tab? And it is going to be on the side of Centennial. We do have a Spectre, 2 Buckies, an Outlaw, and a Vandal. A big up buy from FNC Donkey on that Vandal. Looking like a bit of mid pressure here for Bosco, but it is going to be a full A push again for Centennial. A very fast plan. Still a minute and 25 seconds in the round as that plant's going down, but it is going to be 5v5 on this retake from Bosco.
Right there.
We do have 2 players flanking through water. It is going to be Zero as well as Tristan. Now pushing in up out of ropes is going to be 2 players from Bosco, and they're going to cut down, make it 3 and 4 and 5. That is a flawless round for Centennial, able to sniff out the flank, and they are ready for the ropes push as well. Bosco, no answer so far for this A push. But it is going to be Bosco's buy round. 2-0 for Centennial. What can Bosco do with some guns in their hand? It is going to be looking like a B push here. Some pressure towards mid with the Breach and Waylay on the side of Centennial. We do have 1 player over towards A. It is going to be Viper, just putting a wall down. I think this wall is mainly for mid, but also to just draw a little bit of attention towards that A side, as they have hit it twice already. Ice going to be setting up with the Cypher on B site, has his traps down, has his camera ready to spot and relay any information. And that is going to be a waylay dash. They do get some information on who is top heaven. It is Zero and South. South looking for the dog, gets the dog damage, but Zero's going to fall on the side of Breach. Breach now looking for more kills, but cut down by the Cypher. That's a good kill from Ice, but South going to fall the way of the waylay, and that's a double Bucky kill for Centennial's waylay. Tokyo Sushi doing some work, getting on site, and that is bomb going down. Another high pressure round for Bosco, and it is going to be a classic kill and a follow with the Phantom of the Viper on side of Centennial. 3-0 down, Bosco Tech. They need something soon to stop this bleed. They need to get around. They need to get some of that econ back, but losing your buy round when a lot of Centennials still had some of their guns from the second round. They had some Buckies. They even got a kill with the Classic. It is not looking good so far for Bosco. They're getting into a bit of a hole. Need something to turn it around here. I don't know how many guns they are going to have on their side. This is looking like a Sheriff at least for Zero. He's going to be coming out B site, but he's going to get a whole lot of nothing, as it is a lot of high A pressure for Centennial. And there's nobody from Bosco at that side. So it is going to be a 5v5 retake once they hear that bomb going down. And there's already a lot of pressure, a lot of area taken by Centennial, already pushed up into this top ropes area. And it's going to be a full 5-man flank. 2 people from Bosco going to be pushing through water, and the 3 doing a full wrap through base. Omen going to be the lone player from Centennial to come back and watch this, as the rest of the team is set up in the base of the defense. Viper, though, there for some support. It's a good angle hold here. It is going to be a fast peek over, a good flash, and a good kill from South. Headshot onto Viper, and that is a one-person advantage on a round that is starting to feel desperately needed for Bosco to get back in the game. It is going to be another kill for Zero. Finds a kill with the gun he picks up. Tristan gets another as well. Zero does get cut down the process, but 4v2 now for Bosco. Looking for the entry. Breach with a stun ready to go, and a raise to support him in the backside of defense. Breach now out of sight. Gets cut down, and 1 player remaining. It's going to be the raise, and it's not going to be enough, as South is able to find the kill, and it's a thrifty for Bosco Tech. A good round win there. With a stark gun advantage, able to find that first kill onto the Viper. Zero able to pick up the gun, get a kill, and Tristan able to support as well with some good even trades and some good site retake. Great round for Bosco to get back into this game. Bosco on defense now. A bit more of a split setup, once again, with just a lot of the A pushes that Centennial's been having. Waylay's going to be first onto site with the double dash. Breach now knows that site is clear, going to get on site, going to plant in the default corner, visible from heaven. Omen going to TP up to look for a possible kill. Tristan there. Zero coming to support now. I don't know if they know that this Viper is in mid, though. Viper mid, but not going to take the space that she was granted, instead going to go through water, and it's a site retake for Bosco. 4v4 situation, even trade coming out so far. Breach playing this corner on ramp. There are 3 players over there, but he doesn't realize it. As he goes to peek off the stun, he's going to be cut down by the Viper. A very good coverage by her, and now it is a 1v4 situation. Make it an 0v4 situation as the last player for Bosco falls. One more round over Centennial.
Don't lift up.
Alright, how'd second race go? Better? No? I mean, I feel like that game being down a person.
Off your feet!
Alright, back to it. Bosco already down 1 man. I think this is the first real B push that we've done. It's going to be 2 kills there,
remaining.
make it 3. Viper just having her way with all the players on Bosco, and the drop and kill for the raise onto Tristan. Bosco not with a lot of answer. It is just some very high pressure site entries from Centennial, getting on the site, getting bombed down fast, and there's going to be a timeout call from Coach Cilantro. Going to take this minute, talk it over his team, and see what they can do to get their heads back into the game. And we'll be back in a minute.
That goes there.
Toxin screen down.
Bit of a slower push from
Cage triggered.
It is going to be raised quickly on the site. Bosco has started to rotate away from me. Now going to have to play one more retake, but it is going to be a Viper lurking. Possibly going to roast, but is going to opt for going through the full spawn wrap.
Spike planted.
Now planted, time in favor of. It is going to be a kill for Zero, but it's going to be 2 kills for Hubert.
Last player standing.
Omen. Centennial finds one more for Zero, but Donkey going to cut him down. Just great coverage by Centennial. I feel like every time Bosco gets a kill, it's just immediately traded by the team. Centennial able to find 2 pieces, 3 pieces, just a lot of killing prowess on their team and not a lot of trades from Bosco. Centennial setting up for the tried and true. 5-man A push, Viper wall down. Bosco, everybody's playing towards mid. It's going to be a 5-man mid peek and possibly another flank wrap again the last time they won the round. 6-1 round advantage now though on the attacking side. There's going to be way late in water, does dash out, get information, but there's going to be a nade, and there's going to be a push from Zero. He is hindered, but what else can they do? They peek, they aren't able to find it before Tokyo Sushi cuts down 2 players. NB1 and Zero both going to fall, and now you see the rotate of Breach and Viper towards those water ropes. They are ready, and they are waiting for this peek from Bosco. Viper going to walk away right now, though. Tristan gonna get up there, check the right corner. Is he gonna see him? I don't think so, because the Breach waited just long enough, and here he is, slow. He finds 1, finds 2, and finds the round for his team.
It's a whole lot easier.
Centennial up 7-1, starting to run away with this game. Bosco needs to string together a few rounds here before halftime, otherwise this game could be out of hand fast. Here we have a swap of what we've seen. We have the solo set up on the A. 5-man push once again. Cypher just gonna back off site. Gets the information. It's going to be an immediate rotate from Bosco. We do have 3 players rotating to help Cypher in the back spawn. 1 player going to be going through mid, and that is South Sky.
Spike planted.
Centennial gonna find 1 kill though on 7v1. Zero. Takes the challenge, not able to find the kill, but Ice finds 1, Tristan finds another. Tristan really looking for this Waylay. Waylay tagged in her 31 HP. 3v3 situation. Wall is up, and South not gonna check behind him as that wall goes down. Centennial now with the numbers advantage once again.
Last
Tristan
player
finds one, Tristan
standing.
finds two. Now 2v1 situation for Bosco. 14 HP on Tristan. Cypher half health as well, but it's Donkey. We've seen Donkey get pieces, and he's not gonna do it this time though. Tristan able to find the coverage, iced on the defuse. One round over towards Bosco. 5 seconds left. They attacked when they needed, and they found the kills. One back now, looking to string together a few more. Best Bosco can do before halftime is get this to a 7-5 scoreline. You know, tab. Quick stat check. We do have Tokyo Sushi 12 and 6, PRX Donkey and FNC Donkey 11 and 3 and 8 and 4 respectively on the side of Bosco. Tristan leading the way with 7 and 8, but the kills just not falling the way as it is 4 and 8, 4 and 9, 3 and 8, and 2 and 8 for the rest of the team. But back to the action, we do have a B push. It is going to be Zero. Does fire one shot of the judge on the waylay dashes. I don't think they realize, but Zero's going to find one. He's going to find two. He gets the bomb down at least. Oh, no, he doesn't before he's killed by Kuro. Also with a judge in hand. Now 2v3 situation, but a good corner camp from Zero. Line from the Omen, I guess, and this is going to be a Rocket. That is ult usage out of the Raze, though. It is going to be a 3-man push. What can Ice find? He finds one, at least takes a gun away, but I don't think that's going to do much as their econ is so high. Rounds now over to Centennial once again. Can Bosco get these last two, though? At least go into halftime with an 8-4 scoreline. Back to the tried and true 5-man push on A site. Smokes out, waylay dashes on the ramp, takes space already. But uses the recall. I think got a little scared of not seeing anybody, and it's going to be 2-man through water. 2-man through rope. But full site control in the hands. Oh my god, Zero with the kill while hindered.
Toxins going up.
It's going to be PRX Donkey now just hiding behind the wall. I don't think Zero expects this, and he doesn't. Viper gonna find the kill. 2v4 situation.
Toxins going up.
Centennial kind of playing a little troll with their teammates, you know, forcing them out of spots, blinding, self-blinding.
No,
This is going to be a kill for South now. 2v2 goes for the gun and is cut down by the judge of Kuro. Iced, just gonna save the Vandal. Do what they can. And Donkey dies to Spike, but Judge still in hand for Kuro. Let's
Last
see
round
if they
in
keep
the
it.
half.
Can't imagine they will. Last round before the swap. Bosco just needs one to implement the 9-3 curse. They're playing the long game here.
Yes.
We do have the first split for Centennial in a while. We have Breach dancing over on this B site, getting some sprays down. Ooh, but there's going to be two
Spike down
quick kills
A.
over towards Bosco. Looking for a third. Zero can't find it as he gets outgunned by the Omen. Breach still sitting on this B site though, and it might just be a full wrap. I think it's a full wrap for the team. When does Bosco realize? Does have a trip, doesn't want to trigger it. Now they finally shoot the trip, and they know they're going on to B site. Viper playing a little bit of a linger though, seeing if they can catch anybody on the rotate. Is going to be sitting mid-map. Now moving over to B main. Camera, gonna tag Donkey. Some good tracking, and that's gonna be a nice kill from Donkey on the south. Now 3v3, numbers are back even. Iced, gonna look for a kill, not able to quite find one.
Welcome
But it's a
to
good
my
blind
world.
from Tristan. What else can Tristan do? you. Another good blind. Ice gonna get some shots, but not able to get the kill. But Tristan does find one onto Viper.
One enemy remaining.
Finds another onto
30
Donkey.
seconds left.
And there's the final one from Ice onto Hubert. 9-3 curse. Willing it into
Switching
existence.
sides.
Bosco now swapping over to attackers. In our past, very attack heavy team. Don't know about this roster. This is a lot of new players. So let's hope. And see if they copy. Bosco just going to copy the Centennial strat. It's going to be a 5-man A push. But it looks like Centennial's ready and waiting for it. 3 players playing over towards the ramp and just towards main site entry. Omen playing in mid. Gonna be there, able to support his team quickly if needed. Viper, the lone player on B. Stun coming out from Tristan now, but it's gonna be Donkey just moving to the left of the stun, finds a kill through the smoke. Bosco trying to get this pressure up though. It's a good smoke from the Omen just to delay them a bit, and we do have 2 players from Centennial possibly thinking about a flank, just sitting in mid-map. What does Bosco decide to do here? Viper now though, pressing up in water. I don't think they're ready to meet this player. Hubert sitting, Sheriff waiting. Cypher gonna get caught out, I think, by this Viper. Yeah, and that's going to be Cypher now dead. 3v5 situation. They get paranoid over on B. They know where the Omen is, and NB1 gonna be able to find the headshot. But it's a very quick rotate from Centennial. There's already 2 players on site, and a 3rd one entering, and now as Breach is able to find the back door, they push out, but it's gonna be Tristan first dead. NB1 looking for a kill, looking for the reload, not able to get it done in time. Donkey gonna find one, and Donkey gonna find the other.
They'll know what's hit them.
10-3, Centennial High School.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Bosco, bit of a slow push here though. They hear the player go down into ropes. They did hear some jumping, and now it's just going to be a slow approach. They know one player is in water. But it's a full team rotate from Centennial over to B site. Great call by Bosco Tech, just waiting out the initial push, and they're going to be on site. They have full site control. They did buy up, so a few guns in the hand of Bosco. But that does mean they need to win this round. Spike is going to be planted. Now you see the full rotate from Centennial. One player coming through water. Is Astra going to be ready for it? It's up. And Kuro is dead. The Raze comes up the rope. Bucky in hand, but it's not enough. But Donkey gonna find one, and Bernstein gonna find another.
Enough.
What can South do? And he finds one kill with a
enemy
Stinger.
remaining.
Zero finds another with a Stinger, playing a good corner with this Viper wall. And there's going to be the final kill going over towards NB1. Bosco with a daring play to buy up and contest the guns of Centennial. Gets the slow push, gets the sight control, and finds the round 10-4. Bosco needs quite a few more if they want to get back into this game just like that round. Let's see what their next call is. It is going to be looking like a bit of a split push, I think. Just going to get some pressure towards A. But Spike is going to be on B side. Waylay dashes forward, doesn't see much information. And then it's just going to be an immediate rotate once again. Seems like they like rotating quickly off of this information, but now going back because they haven't seen anything enter on B. It is going to be Breach, though, moving over to support just in case it is a B push. Omen now, though, the lone person on B site. I think they are waiting, and now the Omen just rotates. What beautiful timing for Bosco. They might be able to find a good rotate back. Astra, though, possibly just looking to pick up a few kills here. But it is going to be bomb getting planted on B site. 2 lurkers for Bosco all the way up in spawn. Oh, but it's going to be a death for the Astra. It's going to be a death for the Sky, but at least Spike is planted. 3v5 now for Bosco. I think a good play, but I think a bit of an overextension on that lurk. Probably should have just came back and helped the team. But let's see what kind of retake can Centennial have. And it's going to be a kill. A good nade. What else can Zero find? Is it going to be much? He does find the classic kill.
One enemy
but
remaining.
he falls to the stinger of Donkey. Tristan now last alive. What can he do? Bucky in hand from the Waylay. But it's the stinger back in hand of FNC Donkey. And that is going to be the final kill for the round. Diffuse going over to the breach. 1 point closer to ult. 1 round closer to victory. What call do we have now? Looking like a 5-man B hit.
Blocking vision.
10-0, 5 can't. Going to be killed
Poison's off.
again by PRX. I feel like post game we're just gonna see first bloods, and it's going to be almost entirely on the side of Centennial. But Bosco able to find 2 back, so numbers advantage towards Bosco. Ice first on the site. Waylay now up in heaven, does drop down on the site. Breach going to be playing this backdoor. Waylay Bucky in hand. What damage can they do? They find 1. They do not find a second though, as Tristan is able to find that kill, but now a 2v2 situation.
Off your feet!
It's a blind, but it's a great push by Kuro, and the swap
Sorry,
to the
Mano.
classic with a right click. Just insane
Match
aggression
point.
from Centennial. Oh, and now we got the cringe gun coming out. It's an Odin, and it's a B site push right into that Odin. I fear this might be the slaughter of Bosco for the final round. It's a 5-man A hit. And that Waylay is sitting there. Who's gonna make the first move?
You are divided.
And it's going to be 2 players already cut down. Do Bosco recheck? But it's just a spray. I mean, if you even turn that corner, it's just death waiting for you. But it's going to be a satchel charge forward. What can Kuro find? I don't think it's... I didn't think it was going to be much, but they're able to find 1. Tristan is going to get the trade though, but 2v4 situation. What they
One enemy
do
remaining.
to win this round.
Spike
Now
down
NB1 last alive, Guardian in
30
hand,
seconds left.
and there is
Defenders
the final
win.
nail in the coffin. PRX Donkey gonna close it out. 13-4. Bosco loses first game of the season. Not the best showing. Stat update: 18-12 for Tokyo Sushi. 7 first bloods. I mean, just look at the first bloods across the board. What we have: 7, 10, 13, 13 first bloods to 4 for Bosco. That is just a lot of numbers advantage favoring Centennial. Tristan leading the Bosco way 14-5, 0, 11, 16, NB1, 7, 15. Not the performances you typically see from 0 and NB1. But yeah, just a bit of a rough game all around. Quick one too. This one I do wish VHEL had best of 3 games instead of just 1 map games. I think 1 map, like, you never know whether that team's just really good at split and not good at other maps, and you can come back. Maybe you're more comfortable on maps, but yeah, a bit of a rough start to the season. But hey, it's a long one. We got multiple weeks left, and we will see how we fare next week. So thank you everybody who tuned in. Sorry we're gonna get you the win, but we will take the week, get some practice in, get some VOD review in with the coach, and come back better next.